Make sure the living area.
Probably should bring like another lamp up here actually.
Do you want me to?
It's a little dark.
Let's grab one.
Yeah, let's do it.
I didn't plug
I am
it.
completely out of Pokeballs.
If I had some, I would give them to you. I mean,
You do have some.
If I could give.
Liar!
If I could give them to you, I would give them to you. Has this been recording this whole time?
Okay, how do you want to start this?
I don't know.
You want me to start it?
Sure. It is your channel. Although we'll probably maybe post this on both of ours.
Why don't we do your own? Why don't you get your own ideas? Okay? Jeez. This is my channel. Get out of here. Hi. Welcome to the flip side. Sarah, you can come back.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
It has been a while since we recorded.
Yes.
And we made excuses for it in the other video. So you can go watch like the previous video from this because we give more excuses, but I'm gonna take this off.
I told you to take it off.
Yeah, well my hair looks dumb, but
No, it doesn't. It looks cute.
thanks. But a lot has happened since the last time we filmed. And so we were going to record this and kind of go over everything. Starting with, this is gonna be a long video, so buckle in. I don't even know if I'm gonna edit this or if I'm just gonna put it out like this, because we're just gonna go over everything that's happened, go over just a bunch of details about our life. If that's interesting to you, stick around. If not, is that you buckling?
Yes.
Like cocking the gun to kill
I
yourself?
don't really know how to.
I thought you were leaving.
Oh no, I was readjusting.
Like, no, I
Sorry.
actually don't want this. First things first, we are engaged.
Yes.
And we are very, very happy.
Yes.
But we were gonna tell you the story of us getting engaged. So, okay, so the original plan was I was going to take her back through our first date.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that I kind of set it up, I was telling her for we talked about it for a while
Yeah, we talked
beforehand.
about it for a while.
About running through our first date so that we could vlog the whole thing. 'Cause, I obviously didn't record at all that first time that we went on our date and we met. So I kind of wanted to go back and vlog, document the whole thing, and then I was going to propose to her at this, at the place where we ended our date at this lake. But I put a ring on hold to buy, and then I went and I picked it up that Monday. And I kind of woke up that morning. I'm like, I'm gonna propose to her today. And we were supposed to go on that date to really like redo everything that Saturday. But I woke up on Monday and I'm like, I'm going to propose to her today because I have no self-control and I couldn't wait.
Yeah.
I couldn't have the ring in my possession and not, I just couldn't. So I took the day off. I called my boss. He gave me the day off. And
He shoots me a text and he tells me, "Hey, do you want to go to Carson?"
which I didn't think was too weird. It was like
okay.
too out of the ordinary.
Hold on. It was the middle of the day.
My hair.
I was in class. I was in my last class of the day. And
Does that look even worse?
yes,
It
take it
does.
off.
Keeping it on.
And he was supposed to be at work. So, red flag, he took the day off, random day, in the middle of the day. Weird.
Well, we had kind of like a rough weekend.
That's true, we did.
And so I kind of thought that maybe it wouldn't be like too out of the ordinary for me to want
That's
to take the
true.
day off and just be with you.
That's very true.
But anyway, I went and I picked up the ring, and then, do you have the book?
So this is the book.
So what I did is I got this little dinky ring and I placed it inside this book. And when you open the book up, it's hollowed out right here so that you can tie a ring inside of it. And this whole open spot, like there's these first 14 pages, is the story of Beauty and the Beast, which is kind of like our thing. So I put the cheap ring inside of this book. This is the book.
Beauty and the Beast.
Anyway, so I picked her up and then we started coming to Carson. There was a present in the car for you.
Yeah, it was just sitting right there. It wasn't even hidden. And I'm like, can I open it?
No, you can't. Not until we get to Carson. And then on the drive, we were talking about engagement.
Yeah.
Being engaged. Like, I don't remember exactly the conversation, something to do with your aunt.
Yeah, and we've been talking a while about getting engaged.
So it wasn't that out of the ordinary that we were talking about it.
Yeah.
But I made a comment about how wouldn't it be funny if, because we can't afford like a real ring, that I would just buy you like a cheap plastic one
That's true.
until we can afford like a more expensive ring.
Yeah.
I just kind of wanted to make that like slight comment so that when she opened the book, she had like, she's like, oh, this is what's happening, right? I don't think that happened though.
Well,
I don't know.
wait, we're not there yet.
Okay, so we got to Carson, and we went to Carriage Square, which is the park that we first said "I love you" to each other.
Yes.
And we sat down in a blanket. We were gonna do a Bible study,
That's what you said we were gonna do.
which we never did.
That's because you were.
It was all a ploy.
It was. I had the Bible. I had the marriage counseling book.
Which we were gonna start that day, but we didn't end up doing that because
Somebody proposed.
right. And then we'll get okay. So the way that I proposed was I gave her present.
I'm sitting on the blanket.
And I gave her a present. She opened it up and saw the book. What were you thinking when you first saw the book?
When I saw the book, I was like, oh, that's so cute! Like, oh my goodness, that's my thing. Sorry.
You should burp.
Sorry. It's the soda. I don't have it very often. Something about the carbonation.
Something about the carbonation of the soda.
Okay, but so then I opened it up and I immediately saw that it was hollowed out, and I immediately was just like, that's even cuter. I've always loved hollowed out books. And then I saw the ring, and I was like, hey, we were just talking about this.
It's a little.
I don't know what it is.
There it is. There's a little ring. This is what was in
The
her book.
So I saw the ring.
My teeth yellow. It looks so gross in this light.
Just the lighting. Anyways, let me finish my
Scoot
story.
over. Jeez. Okay.
So I saw the ring, and it was like I connected it. Like I was like, hey, this is what we were talking about. And then I was like, wait, what? So then I looked up, and he was down on one knee.
And I said,
this is your real ring?
I said, I don't remember what the first thing. I remember saying, that's not the real ring, this is.
Yeah.
Then I held up the real ring.
And then you said, Sarah, and will you marry me? And then I said yes, and then I jumped on top of him.
It was kind of nice though. We didn't record it. We were all alone in the park.
Yeah.
You know, it was just the two of us.
And the lawn person across the street.
Yeah, this guy mowing his lawn like across the street. But I don't know, I always thought I would do like this big thing to propose to somebody, and just having something a little more intimate, something just between the two of us, it's a little more sentimental. It just seemed like the perfect thing to do. Like I don't know, it seemed like for us, if I was to do like a big thing with a bunch of people around, it wouldn't have been as special. I don't know if that's just me.
I don't know if less special is the right word for it. I think that it just may not have been intimate.
And I thought you'd appreciate the intimacy of it.
I did.
Because we don't really like people.
That's very true. Why do you think we talk to a camera and not real people?
So we just I didn't bring the camera or anything. We just...
I honestly thought someone was potentially hiding in the bushes the whole time.
Nope, I didn't get anyone to film it. It was just the two of us, and we were able to enjoy that moment, just the two of us, and it was perfect.
Was?
So then we went around. Oh, I didn't show your ring though.
Oh, right. Focus, focus. There it is.
So this is the ring. It looks prettier in the daylight. But it's not like orange tinted. But this is the ring I chose for her.
It's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, so after that we went around and we visited my whole family. We went and saw my grandmother, my grandpa, my uncle, my great-grandmother, and my mom, my dad, my sister, and my brother. We went and saw all of them and showed everybody the ring, and then we packed our bags and went up to Reno, and we showed your family.
Yeah.
So it was a good day.
It's an amazing day.
I wouldn't have changed anything about it.
Me either. But I kind of had like a really cute
Sorry.
Why is it whenever I'm talking? I had this really cute idea that we could potentially do for one of the videos.
Oh no.
We could do it kind of like, you know how in Clue, you remember we watched Clue together, right? I don't know if you guys have seen Clue, but so they do the whole mystery, you know, people die and they're trying to figure it out. But then at the end, it's the ending, and they're like, so this is how it could have happened, but this is how it really happened. And I kind of thought it'd be cute if we were like recreate that first date and like vlog it, and then be like, wait, that's not how it really happened. This is how it really happened, and then like recreate how you actually proposed.
Oh, to show like the plan that was
Yeah.
actually... We shouldn't do that.
No?
Because it'll make the way that I actually proposed look lame. After I proposed though,
After we proposed.
she had to give her ring back
Stupid.
to the jewelers because she had to get it resized because it was not the right size for her.
It was 2 sizes. It was actually ended up being like 3 sizes too.
Yeah, it was 3 sizes too big. I got it and they're like, the only one we have is this size 7. You can get it resized now, we can give it to you, or you can present it to her and then we can get it resized. And I just wanted to propose, so. Sorry. Okay, but we're engaged now. And we were gonna get married on
December 30th.
December 30th was
of
our
2017.
yeah of this year. That was our initial plan. We really just want to be married, and we just want to move in together and enjoy life together because we haven't moved in together. We're not doing that until we're married, and we're very excited for that and excited to start that chapter of our lives together. So we wanted to get married on December 30th, which
Ow, I just stabbed myself with the ring.
it turned out to be incredibly stressful.
Yeah. I mean, all wedding planning is going to be stressful no matter how far out in advance you plan it. But it was, I feel like, 10 times more stressful than it needed to be.
And to a certain extent, like everyone, you and I and your parents and my parents, mostly your parents, well, but we were all like adjusting to our new roles.
Yeah.
You know, and that was something that, you know, trying to figure out how and where we all fit together now that we're engaged and we're going to be married soon, and trying to do all the wedding planning and figure everything else like that out at the same time, I think was probably a mistake. Maybe it would have been easier if we dated for longer, but yeah, it was a little much.
Yeah.
It was a little much.
Plus, at the time, I was still going to school.
Oh, right, school. Yeah, so within the wedding planning and everything, we also came to well, you can talk about this.
So, we realized that we talked, ow, stop it, puppy.
Sorry.
We had talked about, you know, eventually starting a family once we're married, and, you know, what are our roles going to be, and am I going to work, you know, while we are raising our children? Where are we gonna live? What are we doing? What are we gonna do with our lives? And so we kind of came to the conclusion that public school is really crappy.
There's no way we'd send our kids to public school.
We both had pretty not great public school experiences, and I don't think it really benefited us.
It really didn't have anything to do with like...
Well, my high school sucked.
Yeah, your high school sucked. I loved my public schooling.
That's good.
But the thing that we really didn't want is we didn't want the public schools to be raising our kids.
That's what I was talking about by...
Schools, just the school system in general is becoming more and more secular, and more anti-God in many of their curriculums and in the things that they teach, and just the way that, I mean, even when I was in school, I'd get in trouble for praying.
Really?
At lunch. Wow. And that was 10 years ago. And it's only going to get worse from there. So we decided pretty early on that we're going to homeschool our kids, keep them active in the community, doing other stuff, but teach them, do their education at home.
Yes.
In order to homeschool,
I need to be a stay-at-home mom.
Then somebody's got to be at home to do that. So.
And I don't mind. I seriously, like a lot of people that we've told, or that I've told at least, that I want to be a stay-at-home mom, they're kind of like, well, what are you going to do with your life? I'm going to be a mom. And I don't have any problems with that. I really don't. I feel like that's where God's really calling me to be in our future. Like, completely. I have no doubts about it. So, with that being said,
right.
we try to get to the point here.
You gotta set it up. Before we get to it. Okay.
We've kind of estimated when we potentially want to start having kids once we're married.
Yeah.
We're shooting for like
a couple years, 3 years.
2-3 years.
1 year. She's pregnant right now.
Oh my goodness.
I saw that. Did you see that comment on the Uncharted video?
No.
Oh.
What?
Someone was like, they're getting married so soon, when's the baby due?
You know what? A lot of people. Your mom's work. Didn't your mom's work? People at your mom's work say that?
I don't know.
I think I remember you talking to your mom about that.
She's not pregnant.
I'm not pregnant.
There's no way she could possibly be pregnant.
I'm not pregnant. In that time frame, I would have probably graduated from college with my degree.
You would have been just graduated.
Yeah. So our thought process was, well, what am I going to do with that degree if I'm a stay-at-home mom? I mean, eventually I may get an at-home job that I can do from a computer or something, but I mean...
You could do that without your degree, though.
Right. I mean, and if I decided I wanted to go back to school, I wouldn't go back to a physical university. Because 1, we wanted me to be a stay-at-home mom. 2, this, just like public school system, the things that they teach, or I guess not necessarily the things that they teach, but the teachers' opinions and
perspective?
Yeah, kind of like their take on the information.
Well, that becomes the rule in the classroom.
Exactly. And I was in a class where they were trying to disprove the Bible. And
which is very normal.
Yeah, and
it's a very normal thing, and if you go back to school, it's something you're probably gonna have to deal with.
Yeah.
But at the same point, it seemed like a lot of effort and time, because whenever we were home together,
I was doing homework
constantly, and we decided that that's not really the way that we wanted to spend the first several years of our marriage, especially since she's not going to go on to a career after that. She's just gonna stay home with her kids.
Yeah. And so my degree would pretty much
be useless.
Yeah, it would just sit on a shelf and gather dust.
And I know, like, the common thought is, well, it's good to have the degree, which is true.
Yeah.
But at the same point, we feel this is the direction that God was calling us to go.
Mm-hmm.
Where we're both going to work for 2-3 years, and then we're gonna start our family, and she's gonna stay home. So
yeah,
we're very excited about this, and we are very confident that this is the right decision for us to make. But it was not a decision that really anyone else supported.
Oh.
My folks were very, very supportive.
Yes.
Thankfully, but we're in a different place.
Yeah.
But there was definitely some tension with your folks, with your family.
Well, my mom took it fairly well. When I told my mom, I was expecting something 10 times worse than it actually was. And
granted, your parents were paying for this.
That's true, and you know what?
So that makes a little more sense why they'd be a little more invested.
Yeah.
Plus, that you are their daughter.
Yeah, but I mean, she took it very well. When I told her, she didn't really try to argue it. She kind of just, I think she knew.
I think she kind of knew that no matter what she said. And
she knew that it had kind of been on my mind because I wasn't enjoying myself at school. I was miserable going to classes. I was miserable with the homework. It wasn't where I felt like I needed to be. And I just kind of felt like I was wasting my time when I could be working more hours, or Jacob and I could be spending more time together, not doing homework.
And with the things that, in a more practical sense, and the things that we want to do career-wise with our lives, the degree wasn't going to help us with that. It's going to be a lot of self-starting and just working our butts off. And we were going to have to do the same. We're going to do the same thing, whether or not she had that degree or not. But it did make some. It was hard with her dad. It was hard for her dad. And you know, it's just with the stress from school and the wedding planning, and like I said, everyone trying to fill out their new roles. Also, we were looking for a new church. All these things were just very, very stressful at the time, so we actually decided to move the date of the wedding from the 30th to the 20th of May.
Yeah.
And the 20th of May is significant in 2 points for us because it is exactly a year from when we first started talking. It's also my parents' anniversary. So that is our new date, and things have started to settle down a little bit around everything.
But then again, we've done zero wedding planning.
We really haven't.
We've just pumped those brakes so hard
yeah.
and threw it into park.
Because there's just things we got to figure out beforehand.
Yeah. Although, guess what? I have my dress, and I did.
That's true.
I vlogged that dress fitting. So when the time is right,
I've never seen this.
He will not see it until the day of the wedding. I refuse.
But you're gonna put that. I think. Well, what you were saying you were gonna do was you were just gonna record all the wedding stuff you do and then put it into one big video, like on the wedding day or something.
Well, there's probably gonna be like 2 separate wedding videos, I think, for us at least, or at least for me. I'm gonna have 2 separate ones. There's gonna be the wedding planning, which I will post after the wedding, and then I want to post the date of wedding stuff, because I feel like the day of wedding vlogs should be its own thing.
Yeah, I think it'll be kind of cool too, though, because we've already decided that we're gonna have someone film the wedding, but also we're gonna both record our own perspectives for the wedding day, getting ready and just everything that leads up to that.
So that way, not only can we look back at it,
we probably won't film anything that night. Not that we're gonna post anyways.
You are the worst. You just have to make it weird.
We did spend some time looking for an apartment.
That's true.
For when we were married.
Day.
When you say just like one day, it makes it sound like much less of a thing.
Except it was
we spent like 3 hours.
It was a whole day thing, though.
We did. We went around and we looked at a bunch of different apartments, found one we loved that we were planning on moving into, but we've decided to go a different route with that once we're married. We did commit to a church.
Yes. Well, let's talk about the church search.
Okay.
The church search.
The church search. Oh my goodness, that's what rhymes.
So, we wanted to stick with a Calvary chapel.
Not necessarily.
We only looked at Calvaries.
Well, that's where we started.
Jacob, it went nowhere else.
Okay, so here's the thing. We were going to check all the Calvaries first because I have obviously an in at one of the Calvaries. It'd be easier to get involved with the ministry. Just because of how involved I've been with my Calvary Chapel for so long, that it would have been easy to just really fit in and get involved. We obviously recorded about the one that we went to.
We did. The first one.
But then we went to a second one that was...
That one was rough.
Very odd. Very, very...
I'm so sorry.
What the heck is wrong with you?
I'm drinking soda. What do you think?
Anyways, we convened after this really bizarre one.
Are we not going to talk about it?
No. But we talked one night and we both admitted that we felt like God was calling us to go back to the Dayton Calvary Chapel. I need to remind her occasionally that she said this.
Okay, but you have to think, how awkward would it be for you if it was my church and my ex-boyfriend went, not only my ex-boyfriend, but his whole family went to the same church that we decided to go to. I'm not saying that we're not gonna go there because I love that church and
you have no more choice.
I'm starting to feel very comfortable there, but just imagine how uncomfortable it could be when you sit in the same row as your ex-girlfriend and her family. Just imagine how awkward that would be for you, honey.
It's not awkward for me.
Yeah, I know it's not awkward for you, but imagine how awkward it is.
I think I have the benefit, and
you know, I want people's opinion on this.
Well, here's the thing. I think I have the benefit, and even they have the benefit of knowing how awful that relationship was for me. That
it doesn't change.
Shush! Let me finish my thought. I think that it gives me a poor perspective sometimes because it's so in the past and something I could never imagine going back to, because I know how up and down and miserable it was and how empty that left me, that it's so far behind me that I don't think of it that way. And if you understood where like my heart and my mind were on that, then I don't think you'd be uncomfortable at all, because it's not like it was like,
Jacob, you were thinking of marrying this girl.
I thought about marrying every girl I dated though, so that's not really fair. I thought about marrying them all at one point.
You do realize you just discredited this whole thing by saying that this was not special. You're just digging yourself in a hole. You're gonna have to delete
Saying
all
what's
of
not
this.
special?
This, the fact that we got engaged.
No, the fact that we got engaged is very special. Just saying I wouldn't have dated any of them if I didn't think that maybe I was gonna end up marrying them.
Still.
But that doesn't really mean anything, because at one point I thought I was gonna marry Jamie, and
That again, if I came in contact with her, I'd probably punch her. I didn't punch Catherine, and I don't want to. She's been nothing but kind to me, and you know, I don't have an issue. But I just feel uncomfortable, and that's no one's fault, really, because there's nothing we can do
I feel like
to
you're blaming.
change this.
I feel like you're blaming me.
No, I'm not blaming
I feel
you.
like you're
It's not
blaming
your
me.
fault. It's no one's fault. If anything, it's my fault for
It's
letting
kind
myself
of my
feeling
fault
this
though,
way.
because like anywhere we go, it seems like
That's true. You know, there was a girl at my church, my home church, the church I grew up in. Girl sat 2 rows behind us. So,
Remember that video I made, guys, about how I've made some mistakes?
yeah, yeah. Just connect the dots in that sense.
I'm sorry.
Imagine how uncomfortable it is. Thankfully, I have not put my whole life on the internet for everyone to see.
Does that mean
All
you're
my
hiding
mistakes.
something from me?
Not from you, from them.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm over here.
Alright, we're done with the video. We're done.
We are?
Yeah.
Did we hit all the points?
That's everything.
Is it?
Is there anything else?
I got a new job.
I made a new video.
Just ignore my goodness.
Oh, I thought we were
Oh.
just gonna like compound,
Okay.
like throw out everything new.
I got it at Barnes & Noble. Your new video was the Uncharted one.
Mm-hmm.
Which was a lot of fun to film.
You hated that.
I did hate filming
You
that.
hated every second
I
of
enjoyed
it.
filming. I did not
We
enjoy
had to hike to a couple locations, and she's not a hiker.
It was like off-roading hiking. So it was off the beaten
What
path.
hiking isn't off-road?
Usually there's paths, okay?
Oh, okay. All right.
You took us to literally the most obscure, impossible places to get to.
But it looked awesome.
One of them did. The other place we couldn't even get to.
That's true. Sometimes it just works out that way.
That's stupid.
You didn't have a great first filming experience.
No. I was tired, I was hot, my eyes were burning from my contacts because I was taking naps
And
in
then
them.
the other time we filmed a scene from that
It
video
was
shoot.
freezing cold. And I didn't have hand warmers or anything. My nose froze to death. And one of my hands was frozen numb because it literally just sat there for like 20 minutes, not moving once.
Can you do the accent?
Hello, mates. My name.
It's Chloe.
Oh, I forgot my name already.
Actually, don't do it again. You're gonna ruin it for me. It's much better in the video.
That's because I'm not doing my real name.
Hello, mate.
Hello.
My name's Chloe.
Hello.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Hello.
Chloe?
Your dad called me Chloe for like 2 weeks after that.
Yes, he did. So that turned out well. You did get a new job at Barnes & Noble, which is very, very cool.
Just
Should be
for the
starting that
holiday.
soon.
Hopefully. I'm gonna, I'm thinking of calling them because I haven't heard anything about orientation.
You should probably call them.
Yeah.
And by probably, I mean definitely call them tomorrow. Work is going good, though. Still at the same place, believe it or not. And, yeah, things have been really great. Ever since we decided to postpone the wedding, things have settled down. We've all been able to kind of just get used to everything a little bit.
You realize we're gonna have
Easier.
to start planning again soon, right?
It'll be fine. It'll be different this time.
Yeah,
Take it a
'cause
little bit slower.
He was miserable
Yeah,
last round.
it was awful.
I
But
really don't know why.
yes, you do. Why would you even say that? Just make me sound like a crazy person.
You are a crazy person. You're my crazy person.
I love you.
I love you.
Thank you for agreeing to marry me.
I'll always marry you.
Interesting. Anyways, guys, that's where we'll end the video.
Yeah.
So that just catches you up kind of on all the craziness that's been going on in our life, but it's been good and it's been wonderful, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. But thank you all so much for. Did you have anything else you wanted to say?
We decided to live here. We didn't talk about that.
We did. We are going to live at the condo that Sarah's living at right now for probably the first year that we're married.
I think so. The rent's gonna be about really cheap.
So we're gonna. She has a roommate right now, so when we're married, she's gonna move out. I'm gonna move in. So we're waiting to get married like till the end of the school year, because we're not gonna kick a roommate out, and I don't want to live with two girls. When we're first married, that would be weird.
Eventually, you're gonna be living with two girls, baby, because I have no doubt we're gonna have a girl.
You can't know that. No, you can't.
Feel it in my loins.
Your loins are gonna be like come in and be replaced like
That is so
40
rude.
times by the time we have a kid.
That's extremely rude.
It's true. So maybe this one's a female, but guess what? You're gonna leak her out.
That's rude. I don't determine the sex. You do, baby.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, I have no idea. I can't even determine what time in the morning.
It
I'm
doesn't
gonna wake
matter
up.
when, but at some point we will have a daughter.
Are you saying we're just gonna keep trying till we have a daughter?
I'm kidding. No, no. We are at max probably only gonna have 3 kids. I don't want 4. That's too many. And I don't want
Man.
just 2.
Man, if we have 4 kids, we better hope they never come back and watch this video and find that they're disappointed. Like, oh, I didn't want you. You're too much.
I mean, just
We're gonna
our-
go before you. No, just stop.
No, I was gonna say our luck is they're gonna have twins.
4 sets of twins.
Oh my goodness.
8 kids.
No.
That would be crazy.
I'm done talking.
Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all are having a fantastic day. And if you actually made it through this whole video, thank you for caring about our lives for some reason. You're a little weird.
No, I used to do this. I used to watch people talk.
Yeah, you're the weirdest person I've ever met.
That's rude.
I love you though.
I love you.
Thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you guys
On the flip
flip
side. Oh, fell off the couch.